Today is very auspicious day, Satila Ekadashi. This is Ekadashi which is very important to say, because if you read that Ekadashi Mahatmya book, there it is written on this Ekadashi, you have to bath with sesame, you have to offer sesame, you have 6 items you have to do with sesame, including you have to eat sesame. So then once some devotee asked our Gurudev that on Ekadashi it is prohibited to eat sesame, but here it is stated you should eat sesame. Then Gurudev said, because this Ekadashi Mahatmya, this is meant for Karma Kanda section of people, those who are not devotees, but they are very attracted to material benefits. So in order to attract them to follow Vedic regulation, such benefits are mentioned there. You will be rescued from sins, you will get money, you will get fame, all these things, so that they will be ready to follow. For gradual upliftment of their consciousness. So how to observe Ekadashis is different for Karma Kandya and for devotees. Like for Bhima Ekadashi, that is also we have to mention. That is not for all, like Bhima. So that Nirjala Ekadashi, that is Karma Kandya. But those who are devotees, they already accepted devotion to Krishna as goal, and they are practicing devotion to Krishna, and they already promised at the time of initiation that they will follow Ekadashi, but that is for the satisfaction of Krishna, because it is one link of devotion to Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself followed it, and he requested his mother to follow it, and he also ordered Sanatana Goswami to write how devotees should observe by giving up all enjoyments, by giving up all sinful activities, by having all good qualities, that is devotion. They have to remain near Krishna. That is only possible through service, and the easiest method in this Kali Yuga is through chanting. Because Krishna's name and Krishna, they are not different. We can have contact with him, we can be near him. And he himself, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, showed that very early in the morning on Ekadashi day, he gathered all his personal associates, and they started kirtan in Srivasangan from early morning till next early morning. They were doing whole day and whole night, all the time chanting Krishna's name for Krishna's satisfaction, and they got all ecstatical symptoms of prema, pure chanting. And Mahaprabhu, when he was in Puri on Ekadashi day, the Pandas, they brought Jagannath Prasad to Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu, he bowed down to that Prasad and sang the glories of Prasad, of Jagannath Prasad, everything, but he said, I will take tomorrow. Supreme Lord can take, but we, Jivas, we have to follow Ekadashi because it is the order of Supreme Lord to observe. So he kept that Prasad, and next day he took it, not same day. So this is the proof that Supreme Lord himself is showing by example about fasting, because you will find some, like in Puri also, they will not follow Ekadashi. They will eat the grain also on Ekadashi day. They say Jagannath Prasad is transcendental, which is true. So there is no problem, we can take. And you will find some line in Vrindavan, which actually came from one disciple of Gopal Goswami. He also said that we are following gopis. So gopis did not follow Ekadashi's fasting. So we also will not follow. We are in that platform, so you're not. But Gopal Bhatta Goswami said, no, it is Shastric injunction. We have to follow, and Mahaprabhu also himself followed. So we are following fasting according to Shastra, what items are allowed, fruits, roots, and these things you can take in Kali Yuga. Otherwise, if you can do full fasting, no water, no nothing, that is best. But if not possible, then at least you should not take prohibited items, and you should increase your bhajan on Ekadashi, because million times more benefit, devotional benefit you will get. And we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. This is also the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now this topic of Mahakumbha Mela is going on. Today also there was that discussion with devotees. So Kumbha Mela was mostly preached, that is very important, by Shankaracharya. That is why mostly Mayavadis and those, they will go there, but all kinds of Vedic practitioners, they will be there, karmis, gyanis, yogis will be there, because that Amrita of a churning of the ocean is present there. So all sins will be removed and you will get spiritual development. So everyone go there, but mostly Mayavadis, they think this is the most important event, so they always go. Vaishnavas can also go, because it is Ganga, Jamuna, and Saraswati, Triveni rivers, and Shuka and Hanuman and others, they will take bath, so you can get contact with them. But our Parangurudev today, I heard for the first time, our Parangurudev also went Kumbha Mela in Haridwar, but he explained why he went. Because this verse is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Shraddha Shabda Bishwash Kohe Sudrida Nishchoy, Krishna Bhakti Koile Sarva Karma Krita Hoy. If one knows that by serving Krishna, all karmas, every duties, everything is automatically fulfilled, then we can say he has Shraddha, firm faith. So for him, there is no need to do anything separately, any practice separately. Only he will serve Krishna. Automatically everything will be done. But Parangurudev noticed that some of his followers are not fully fixed in this understanding. Like in India, you will see Hindu, there are so many prejudices they have, especially those who are Brahmin born like this, there's so many things, and Hindu all mix. So they cannot easily accept and also understand Shuddha Bhakti, and even if they accept, they have so many samskaras from before. They cannot give up. So they were inclined to go to Kumbha Mela as like some big thing. So Parangurudev also went there, but he told why. Because they are not so stable in pure devotion. So if they will go, then so many Mayavadis, they will be there, and they will say, you come, we have, and they will give nice room, and they will offer food, they will behave very nicely with you, then they will also speak to you Shastra. Then those who are not so fixed, they will be attracted and they will accept Mayavad. They will forget about pure devotion. So in order to save them, to protect them, Parangurudev also went there and he was speaking the teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And as you already heard, he also went to that. There was one Mayavadi camp there, pandal, big tent. And they saw our Parangurudev is a sannyasi, so they also invited him. You come to sit with us and like this, and then they gave him to speak, and then he could speak. What is the real sadhu, what is the real meaning of Shastra, everything. So such opportunities are there for preaching. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj also went. and he preached there. So for this reason, Vaishnavas will go. But today that Bhaktivedanta Sridhar Maharaj told that we are actually taking bath in Srimad Bhagavatam. That is for us that nectar of immortality, as Sridhar Maharaj told. Because this is Harikatamrita. It is Amrita, Harikatamrita. If you hear Harikata, you will become immortal. Like Parikit Maharaj, he had to die after 7 days, but he became immortal. He realized his real self. By what practice? By hearing Harikatamrita. And then another one Maharaj said about name. We are getting all the effects by chanting the name. Then later also I remembered, yes, Mahaprabhu told, Pratipadang Purnamrita Aswadanam. At every step that full nectar can be tasted by chanting name. Full nectar means supreme note. So Amrita, that is immortality. So in this way we are getting immortality. And then also when I was speaking, then I said that Prahlad Maharaj said, we have to, and Prahlad Maharaj and also Rahugan, Joro Bharat told to Rahugan that we have to take bath in the dust from the lotus feet of Vaishnava. That we will get purified. He told you have to take bath in that nectar of, so 3 nectars. We hear this Kumbh Mela is only happening, Maha Kumbh Mela happening only after 144 years. So if I will not go, then I will be totally deprived. I said no, such thing. If someone can go, it is good, but he should be careful to pray for Krishna Bhakti and to associate with devotees, not with others. Can respect or due respect, because that is gradual procedure, that is okay, but we have to follow bhakti process. And someone also told that if we take bath, then our sins will go away. That is correct. But our tendency to commit sins will not go away unless we accept bhakti. That is in Bhagavatam, in that conversation with Parikit Maharaj and Shukadeva Goswami about the atonement, how to purify from all sins. Then that Ajamil case happens. So there, in that topic, it is stated that by karma one can remove sinful reactions up to a certain extent. By jnana, he can fully remove, but not the tendency. Then again, next opportunity will come, we will again do sins. Means every action averse to Krishna is automatically sin. So, but only if one accepts devotion, then the tendency to commit sin is also uprooted, because we will do right actions. So there is no chance of doing wrong action. Right action means service of Krishna. So devotees, they also go, but they practice and preach devotion. But if someone cannot go due to practical reasons, he should not be very much disappointed or worried or thinking, now I lost everything. No, because Mahaprabhu gave us this Amrita, that is Sadhu Sangha and Nama Kirtan, Bhagavat Shravan, then Mathuravas and Srimurtir Shradaya Sevan. That is Amrita for us. If we practice devotion, then we will get nectar of immortality. So we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. We heard that Sati was disappointed with her father, then she gave up life. Then the followers of Shiva attacked those, but Brigu, by Brahminical mantra, he chanted that mantra for the protection of Yagya. Then some army came and they drove them away. Then when Shiva heard what happened, then he produced from his hair one big personified, his anger personified, and they all went and they started to disturb there, and others were afraid, like some storm is coming, but from where is coming, they could not understand. Then they so yesterday we heard some of the soldiers pulled down the pillars which were supporting the pandal of sacrifice. Some of them entered the female quarters, some began destroying the sacrificial arena, and some entered the kitchen and the residential quarters. If you go Kumbh Mela, also many kitchens are there. Today I heard also from one god brother who is there, that there are so many camps, and it is very long, that area where you can take bath, and different temples they're hosting. There's so many, it is organized, and all kind of practitioners you can find there: karmis, gyanis, yogis, aghoris, tapasvis, mayavadis, everyone. And our Vishnu Maharaj, he told, it is also good for devotees to go, because that is one kind of unity of all Sanatan Dharma practitioners. So we are strong. Like he said, in Bangladesh, Hindus were oppressed because they were not united. But when they united, then the Muslims could not attack. So like that, this unity of Sanatan Dharma practitioner is also important. So for that reason also we can go. And then he also explained that there are some very big religious gatherings in this world, like in Mecca, when Muslims, they go on their pilgrimage. Also they have to go at least once in a life. It's prescribed, unless one is health not good, but at least once one has to go. So many millions, they will, every year they will go to Mecca. Then there is in Jerusalem, and so many million people. Then in Jerusalem, also there is one holiday where so many followers there, also there are so many millions, big, and one in Iraq, also one he mentioned, I forgot, and so also 20 million, so many. But this Kumbh Mela is the largest of all in the world. 100 million people, they gather, or they come and go. It is the largest in the world, so it is also good. So they have so residential quarters, kitchen, everything is like here also. Ururu jur yagya patrani tateike gnin anashayan kundeshu amutrayan kechit bibi durvedi mekalach. When they broke all the pots made for use in sacrifice, and some of them began to extinguish the sacrificial fire. Some tore down the boundary line of the sacrificial arena, and some passed urine on the arena to make impure. That is also a disturbance. So this Prayagraj, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also took bath there to show by example it is holy place. But most important for us is because there in Prayag, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Rupa Goswami in Dasha Shwamedha Ghat, that is still there, that place. Our Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he also put footprints of Mahaprabhu's shrine there. And there, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught Rupa Goswami about Bhakti Rasamrita. This is also Amrita. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Rupa Goswami to write book on Bhakti Rasa. So he wrote Bhakti Rasa Amrita Sindhu, ocean of Bhakti Rasa. That is nectar. That is not nectar, this heavenly nectar, that is nectar of immortality. That is transcendental nectar, eternal nectar of service to Krishna. So one who accepts this nectar of service of Krishna, he is automatically immortal. His Siddha Deha is there, Sarup is there. That is our Amrita. We get Amrita by devotion to Krishna. And this Prayagraj, in original form, you will find in Navadip Dham. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful. He brought this Navadip Dham to this world. And if you read the book of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, there he wrote, the Nityananda Prabhu is telling to Jiva Goswami, and also there are scriptural evidence, everything. So all holy places, they are in their original form there in Navadip. Triveni also, this meeting of three rivers also is there. Prayagraj also is there. Every holy place is there. So if Mahaprabhu is so merciful, only if you go to Navadip Dham, you do parikrama with service attitude, then you will have the effect of all holy places. You remember one old Brahmin wanted to go to Pushkara. It is in western India. He was thinking Navadip. No, he was coming from somewhere, but he stopped in Navadip and he was worshipping there. Then he became so old that he was unable to go. That time no flight, no these things. Only walking or bullock cart, so old people cannot go. So he was very disappointed. I could not go to Pushkara in my life. I am so unfortunate. Then Pushkara appeared to him there in Navadip. He said, no, I am here. You take bath here, I am here, Pushkara. Then that Brahmin, he saw the glimpse of that. Then he said, oh, I am sorry. For my sake, because I could not go there to West India, for my sake you had to go all the way to here. I gave trouble to you. I am so sorry. Then Pushkara said, no, I am here always. This is my original place. From here, I am also going there to Western India. But originally, I am here. I did not come from very far because I am always here. So all holy places, they are there because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is avatari. Krishna is avatari, the source of all avatars. And in rasa, full, complete. Krishna is same Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is avatari. So all avatars within him. And when he comes, all dhams there. Every dham, Ayodhya, Vaikuntha, everything is there. Because all the rasas there, everything is there. So if one can go Navadip Dham, that is why Gauriya Vaishnavas, like Jiva Goswami was the first to do this parikrama. Maybe someone before also. Mahaprabhu also did during his householder pastime, he did parikrama. So this is most important for us, Gauriya Vaishnavas. This Navadip Dham parikrama. And Jiva Goswami did, and when Prabhupada was ordered to preach, also Bhaktivinoda Thakur started, he revealed all that, and when Prabhupada was ordered to preach, then one instruction also Bhaktivinoda Thakur was, you have to start this Navadip Dham Parikrama. This you have to do. So he started and it is going on. So for us this is most important. All our Guru Vargas also, they perform their bhajan there and all samadhis there. So that nectar is, if we can go Kumbh Mela, it is okay, good. But if not, one should not think he's deprived. He should take these nectars. Abadanta munin anye eke patnir atarjayan apare jagrihur devan pratyasanam palaitan. Some blocked the way of the fleeing sages. Some threatened the women assembled there, and some arrested the demigods who were fleeing the pandal. Pandal means that tent, like big tent cover for different programs in India. No need to like have everything rented like some place, because there, if big gathering, then how you will manage? So one field is there, and you put that pandal, then you can put many people there gathering. Pandal program. There is stage and kirtan and everything. Brigum, Babanda, Maniman, Virabhadrah Prajapatim, Chandeshah Pushanam Devam, Bhagam Nandishwarograhit. Maniman, one of the followers of Lord Shiva, arrested Bhrigu Muni. And Virabhadra, the black demon, this is from Shiva's hair. Virabhadra arrested Prajapati Daksha because Shiva ordered him, you kill him. Another follower who was named Chandesh arrested Pusha. Nandishwar arrested the demigod Bhaga. Sarva evar tvijo drishtva sadasyah sa divokasah tair ardyamanah subrisham gravabir naikada dravan. There was a continuous shower of stones, and all the priests and other members assembled at the sacrifice were put into immense misery. For fear of their lives, they dispersed in different directions. Juhvatah sruva hastasya shmashruni bhagavan bhava brigor lulunche sadasi yo hasat shmashru darshayan. Virabhadra tore off the mustache of Bhrigu, who was offering the sacrificial oblations with his hands in the fire. Bhagasya netre bhagavan patitasya rusha bhuvi ujahara sadasto kshna yah shapantam asu suchat. Virabhadra immediately caught Bhaga, who had been moving his eyebrows during Bhrigu's cursing of Lord Shiva, and out of great anger thrust him to the ground and forcibly put out his eyes. Pushno hi apataya dantan kalingaseyata bala shapyamane girimani yohasa darshandata. Just as Baladev knocked out the teeth of Dantavakra, he was laughing loudly, so he boxed the king of Kalinga during the gambling match at the marriage ceremony of Aniruddha. Virabhadra knocked out the teeth of both Daksha, who had shown them while cursing Lord Shiva, and Pusha, who by smiling sympathetically had also shown his teeth, like supporting sympathetically. Akram yorasi dakshasya shita dharena hetina chindan apitat udhartum nashaknot Trayambakas tada. Then Virabhadra, the giant-like personality, sat on the chest of Daksha and tried to separate his head from his body with sharp weapons, but was unsuccessful. Shastrair astran vitair evam anirbhina tvacham hara vismayam param aparno dadyo pashupatis chiram. He tried to cut the head of Daksha with humans as well as weapons, so by mantra. But still it was hard to cut even the surface of the skin of Daksha's head. Thus Virabhadra was exceedingly bewildered. Drishtva sangyapanam yogam pashunam sapatir makhe yajamana pasho kasya kayat tena hara chira. Then Virabhadra saw the wooden device in the sacrificial arena by which the animals were to have been killed. He took the opportunity of this facility to behead Daksha, that guillotine they put animals, so he put Sadhu vadas tada tesham karma tat tasya pashyatam bhuta preta pishachanam anyesham tad viparyaya. Upon seeing the action of Virabhadra, the party of Lord Shiva was pleased and cried out joyfully, and all the bhutas, ghosts and demons that had come made a tumultuous sound. On the other hand, the brahmanas in charge of the sacrifice cried out in grief at the death of Daksha. Juhavai chira, juhavai tach chiras tasmin dakshinagno amarshitaha tadeva yajanam dagdva pratishtat guhya kalayam. Virabhadra then took the head and with great anger threw it into the southern side of the sacrificial fire, offering it as an oblation. In this way, the followers of Lord Shiva devastated all the arrangements for sacrifice. After setting fire to the whole arena, they departed for their master's abode, Kailash. So their mission complete, because no one can stop Shiva's power. He had to punish. Next, chapter 6. Brahma satisfies Lord Shiva. Maitreya Uvach. Atha deva ganah sarve rudrani keih parajitaha shula patisha nistrimsha gada parigha mudgare sanchina bhina sarvanga sartvik sabya bayakulaha swayambhuve namaskritya kartsnye naitan nya vedayan. All the priests and other members of the sacrificial assembly and all the demigods, having been defeated by the soldiers of Lord Shiva and injured by weapons like tridents and swords, approached Lord Brahma with great fear. After offering him obeisances, they began to speak in detail of all the events which had taken place. They gave a report. upalabhya purei tat bhagavan abja sambhava narayanascha vishwatma na kasya dvaram iyatu. Both Lord Brahma and Vishnu had already known that such events would occur in the sacrificial arena of Daksha, and knowing beforehand, they did not go to the sacrifice. Because here in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjuna. The Lord says, I know everything that has happened in the past and is going to happen in the future. Lord Vishnu is omniscient, and he therefore knew what would happen at Daksha's sacrificial arena. For this reason, neither Narayan nor Lord Brahma attended the great sacrifice performed by Daksha. Because Krishna can see what kind of tendency is in the heart of someone, and also what is the karma, previous results, everything he can see. So he can see in future what will happen. And the result, everything he can see. Because due to our previous actions, we create certain tendency. That tendency is like addiction, like a nature. So that will act. If you certain event will happen, that nature will act automatically. Like someone likes sweets, so he's sleeping, but that is sleeping, the tendency. But immediately when he comes in front of sweet shop, that tendency to have will automatically arise. So sometimes also we think we are all right, but then Krishna will make some event, then our nature will come out. Then we will see what is there inside of us. So many enjoying spirit or anger or so many things, or how much we are devotee, everything can be shown. So Krishna knows our heart. He also told to Arjuna, even if you will not fight on my order, what I'm telling you, your nature will not allow you not to fight. You are saying, no, I will not fight. I will go to forest. I will beg. I will be like ascetic. Krishna said, no, it is not possible because you have that Kshatriya nature. When you will be challenged or some event will happen, you cannot but fight. You will fight. But that will be karma. But if you do on my order, that will be bhakti. That is why our tendency, our talents, our nature, all these things, bona fide guru has that capacity to understand, and he will engage that in the service of Krishna in accordance with our nature. Therefore, it is not same for all. Same seva is not for all. Guru has to see and he will engage properly. But for that, he must be realized soul to detect and to engage properly. Tad akarnya vibhuh praha tejiyasi kritagasi kshimaya tatra sabhuyan naprayena bubhushatam. When Lord Brahma heard everything from the demigods and the members who had attended the sacrifice, he replied, you cannot be happy in executing a sacrifice if you blaspheme a great personality and thereby offend his lotus feet. You cannot have happiness in that way. Yes, this blaspheming great personality is not good offense. You cannot do. You cannot have happiness in that way. That is why our Bhaktivinoda Thakur told, Sakale samman korite shakati deho nata jotha joto tobe to gaibo horinama sukhe aparada hobe hoto. when you can, no, Gurudev, you please give me mercy that I will be able to give due respect to all. Then all my offenses will be destroyed. At that time, I can chant Harinam in happiness. Tobe to gaibo, Harinama suke, aparada hobehoto. Because all my offenses will be destroyed, when I can give due respect to all, then Harinam suke, with happiness. But that is not material enjoyment happiness. That is transcendental happiness of service of Krishna. That is Amrita, that is nectar. When one tastes that nectar, real nectar, then he cannot be attracted to these worldly enjoyments. Like Haridas Thakur. Prostitute came, Maya came, he was not interested. Because he already got nectar of the service of Krishna. That is possible when one comes to chant without offenses, with real pure devotion, then it is possible. But if we come and to enjoy the kirtan, oh, very nice music, oh, nice singer, nice voice, nice melody, if we come to enjoy kirtan and dance like this, we will get some happiness, some enjoyment, but that will be temporary. That is not real thing. And after some time, they will also be bored, and then they will seek another happiness because they did not get real higher taste. Not get real higher taste. Real higher taste is when one sincerely chants for Krishna's satisfaction and will get that nectar. Then it is possible that these anarthas will be cleared. But by enjoyment, not possible. Athapi yuyan krita kilbishabhavam ye barhisho bhaga bhajam paraduh prasada yadvam parishuddha chetasa kshipra prasadam pragrihitangri padmam. You have excluded Lord Shiva from taking part in the sacrificial results, and therefore you are all offenders at his lotus feet. Still, if you go without mental reservations and surrender unto him and fall down at his feet, he will be very pleased. This is the only way to be free from offense. You have to go to him and beg for his forgiveness, and you have to please him. Like Ambrish Maharaj was following Ekadashi, then Durvasa Rishi committed offense, then he had to go back to Ambrish Maharaj only. Here also Brahma father, the chief of all demigods and father of Daksha, he's telling this was the mistake. Now you have to correct that mistake. There is no any such mistake which cannot be corrected. Any mistake can be corrected. There is a way. And the greatest mistake, the greatest bad action Jiva can commit is offense to Vaishnava. Even to Supreme Lord is not so big. But offense to Vaishnava is the greatest. But this mistake also can be rectified. There is a way, and by the blessing of Vaishnava, we can get devotion, which is the proper activity for the soul. Ashasana jivitam ada advarasya lokah sapala kupitana yasmin tam ashu devam priyaya vihinam kshama payadvam hridi vidan durukte. Lord Brahma also advised them that Lord Shiva is so powerful that by his anger all the planets and their chief controllers can be destroyed immediately. Also, he said that Lord Shiva was especially sorry because he had recently lost his dear wife and was also very much afflicted by the unkind words of Daksha. Under the circumstances, Lord Brahma suggested it would behoove them to go at once and beg his pardon. Today also one devotee asked why when coming to Kumbh Mela they are chanting Om Namah Shivaya and Shiva so much. Then I heard from Srila Bhaktivedanta Puri Gosai Maharaj, I think it was in Zagreb, Croatia. He told that when you come to Kumbh Mela, then they will force you, those Naga Babas, you have to say Shambhu, Shiva Shambhu. You have to utter the name. If you will utter, then you can go inside. Otherwise, they will not allow. It means you have to show respect to Shiva. That is more prominent in Kumbh Mela. So they asked our Vishnu Maharaj, why is it so? He said, because when Bhagirata was bringing Ganga to this world, then who can hold Ganga? Then he had to pray to Shiva. Then Shiva said, yes, I will keep Ganga on my head. When she will come down, I will keep on my head, and then like this. So you need, if you go to Ganga, you need to show your respect to Shiva. So you have to say, oh Shiva Shambhu, Om Namah Shivaya, you have to show your respect to Shiva. Otherwise you cannot enter. And also because Shankaracharya is Shiva, he was propagating this Kumbh Mela as utmost importance. That is why all Mayavadis, they will come. It is necessary for them. Shankaracharya propagating this. Kumbh Mela is most important event, and from all Himalaya, all yogis and everyone they are coming. Naham na yagyo na cha yuyam anye ye deha bhajo munayash chatatam viduh pramanam bala virayor iva yasyatma tantrasya ka upayam vidhi chet. But we are advised, we have to take association of devotees, sadhus. Our Parangurdev explained to them in Kumbh Mela that sadhu means devotee. He may be householder or ascetic, no problem, but sadhu means devotee. You Mayavadis, you can be called tyagis, but not sadhus. So sadhu, they will say that all kind of sadhu will come. But according to Shastra, sadhu means devotee. So sadhu sangha means association of devotee, because only from devotee we can get devotion. Bhaktistu Bhagavad Bhakta Sangena Parijayate. Bhaktya Sanjataya Bhaktya. You can get. So you cannot get from others. So for us, importance is to get association of devotees. Practice devotion. But some are like curious. Oh, I want to see those Babas, all kinds of Babas from Himalaya. I want to see, like curiosity. They like to go to see all kinds of practitioners and what they are doing, how they look, what is their power, all these things. But in Bhagavatam, that Vritrasur, he was praying to Supreme Lord, as long as I have to be in this world, according to my karma, no problem. But I have one prayer. You please give me association of your devotees. That is what I want. And everywhere in Bhagavatam you will find this. The importance of association with devotee. So this verse translation, Lord Brahma said that no one, not even himself, Indra, all the members assembled in the sacrificial arena, or all the sages, could know how powerful Lord Shiva is. No one knows. So powerful. Beyond our comprehension, capacity to understand how powerful Shiva is, because he is transcendental person. pure devotee. Under this circumstance, now they understood the power of Shiva. Everything was destroyed by his power. Under the circumstances, who dared to commit an offense at his lotus feet? So tomorrow, we will hear how they accepted and they went to Shiva.